Paddleton is a 2019 film. This is directed and written by Alex Lehmann, also written by Mark Duplass. And we have a cast including Mark Duplass and Romano. And in general, it's okay. It's quite slow. Not a lot happens, but the relationship between the protagonists is really fascinating. This is about two neighbours, Michael and Andy. And Michael finds out that he has cancer, it's terminal. Needless to say, this is quite an emotional film. It's not an easy watch. There are comedic moments to keep it a little bit lighter, but it's also quite heavy. And while the narrative itself, it's about, obviously, the aftermath of finding this out, Andy and Michael spending time together, and while the narrative itself may not be the most intricate, it may not have the most fascinating activities, the emotions are pretty much always right at the surface, and the characters are really well written, both individually and together. Their relationship as neighbours, as friends, is explored in a way that's really fascinating. So even when the narrative maybe wasn't that interesting with regards to the specifics, I was still enjoying watching the characters. I was still enjoying following their journey. And obviously it was quite emotional right throughout, with some slightly lighter moments, just so it's not horrendously depressing. It is a little slow, though. It definitely feels slow for quite a bit of it. But if you're liking the characters, if you're enjoying following their journey emotionally, then I think that won't be too bad. The performances are obviously very, very good, and the characters are very well written. Visually, it's fine. The camera works fine. I didn't have any notes about the music. The lighting's fine. No problems with any of that. So in general, I'd say Paddleton is an okay film as a one-time watch. I think maybe the narrative could have offered a little bit more, but also they were definitely trying to focus on the characters themselves and making it a character-driven story rather than a narrative-driven story, which is absolutely fine. I don't think that's a bad decision, but it does mean that there are times when the narrative feels a little slower than I would have liked it to have been. But ultimately, I came away from it feeling satisfied. I thought as a one-time watch, it was a decent enough experience. And whether you're interested in the narrative or you're just looking for some well-written characters and great performances, then I'd say Paddleton might be worth watching. Probably wouldn't watch it a second time, largely because it isn't the easiest watch, but I certainly didn't mind watching it once, and if it sounds like a film that might appeal to you, then I'd say it's worth watching.